So melting and boiling point, the melting and boiling point of simple covalent structures are low due to the presence of weak intermolecular forces between the molecules, although they have strong covalent bond between their atoms. When heat is provided, it is the intermolecular forces that are overcome, but there is no effect on the covalent bonds. Thus, these substances have low melting and boiling point.
Sir, are we supposed to copy all of these?
Yep. So as the size of the molecule increases, therefore intermolecular forces also increases, and thus melting and boiling point also increase. Next is solubility.
Sir,
Yeah.
intermolecular forces কি একটা ফ্যাক্টরের উপরই ডিপেন্ড করে অলওয়েজ?
There are two factors. আমরা কি পরে সেকেন্ড ফ্যাক্টরটা পড়ব। So solubility depends on whether the molecule is polar or not. So non-polar molecules will not be soluble. এখানে দেখো there are attractions between the partially positive and partially negative. So only charged ions or charged particles can attract or form hydrogen bonding with the water molecules. So imagine you have hydrogen. So what is the electronegativity difference between H and H?
0.
Whereas water has partially positive charge and partially negative charge. The reason, due to difference in electronegativity. এখন hydrogen does not have any charge, does it? Does it have any charge?
No, sir.
So there will be no attraction. On the other hand, if you take sodium chloride, and then you have water. So here we can see that there are opposite charges. Positive charge will attract the negative charge. The negative charge will be attracted by the positive charge. Then what happens is, due to this attraction, the sodium chloride molecule is broken down, and they form separate sodium ion and chloride ion. So this sodium ion is then surrounded by water molecules. This chloride ion is surrounded by water molecules. So now they have formed ions. So this is why ionic compounds can form ions and are soluble in water. Covalent compounds cannot. সবাই বুঝছো?
Yes, sir.
আমার কথাটা ভেঙে ভেঙে আসছিল।
Sorry?
Like I didn't get it. Like ঠিক করে শুনতে পারিনি।
Sodium is a positive ion. Chloride is a negative ion. Sodium positive ion is attracted to the negative ion. Negative ion is attracted to the positive ion. Once this happens, the bond between sodium chloride, the bond between sodium chloride is broken down. So as a result, what happens is sodium ion and chloride ion are split. Sodium ion and chloride ion are split. Due to this splitting, the sodium ion is now surrounded by water molecules. The chloride ion is surrounded by water molecules. As a result, they have now become soluble. So sodium ion and chloride ion has broken away from each other and is now soluble in water. On the other hand, covalent compounds do not have any charges. So they are not attracted to the water molecules. They cannot form hydrogen bonding. And as a result, they don't dissolve in water.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, sodium ion ki hydrogen oxygen atom এর সাথেও কি bond করে?
হ্যাঁ, ion dipole bond. This is an ion dipole bond.
Sir.
বলো
স্যার দুইটাই না পজিটিভ হয় তাহলে?
কোনটা পজিটিভ? Sodium ion is positive. Oxygen is negative. Unlike charges attract.
হ্যাঁ স্যার আপনি যে বললেন যে সোডিয়াম আর হাইড্রোজেন।
হ্যাঁ স্যার ওটা কনফিউশন আছে।
সোডিয়াম আর হাইড্রোজেন কোথায়? Sodium is attracted to oxygen. Chloride is attracted to hydrogen. আর যেটা এই যে this is a non-polar molecule. So non-polar molecule there will be no attraction. এর জন্য not soluble. It is not soluble. বুঝছো? Non-polar molecules cannot form bonds with the water molecule because it does not have any charge. It's not soluble. Polar molecule or ionic compounds can form bonds with the water molecule. That is why they are soluble.
Sir,
I have a question.
Yeah.
The polar molecules that are covalent compounds, are they soluble?
Sorry?
Polar molecules that are covalent compounds, are they soluble?
We're not being able to listen to you properly. Sorry. Can you repeat again?
Are polar molecules soluble?
Polar molecules are soluble. For example, alcohol. Alcohol is this. What is the name of this alcohol? Ethanol. Since we have an oxygen here, oxygen is partially negative. Hydrogen is partially positive. So partially negative will attract which portion of the water molecule? Hydrogen. And this hydrogen is going to attract
Positive.
The oxygen. So hydrogen.
Sir, polar molecule ionic compound ki same?
Same na. Polar molecule holo when your electronegativity difference is up to 2. Once
greater than 2 will an ionic compound.
Greater than 2 is ionic compound. So polar bonds are like just the before stage of complete transfer of electrons. বুঝছো?
জি স্যার।
আচ্ছা, সো আমরা নেক্সট আমরা পড়ব ইলেকট্রিক্যাল কন্ডাক্টিভিটি। এটা আমরা অলরেডি we know they do not have any free electrons. They do not have any free electrons. Therefore, they cannot conduct electricity. So please write it down.
Question.
Yes.
When writing about why covalent simple molecular structures are soluble or insoluble in water or organic substances, do we have to mention about electrical distortion?
Electrical distortion মানে হলো polarity.
We have to mention about that, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
স্যার
Yeah.
স্যার হাইড্রোজেন ক্লোরাইড পোলার বন্ড কিভাবে?
Electronegativity difference is more than 0.5 or 0.6.
স্যার,
বলো।
ইলেকট্রোনেগেটিভিটি ডিফারেন্স ছাড়া তো কোনো উপায় নাই না ডিফারেন্সিয়েট করার?
না।
So hydrogen chloride is not an ionic bond,
No.
ionic compound.
If it's more than 2.1, তাহলে it's going to be an ionic compound. I don't think so. Wait, no, it's not an ionic compound. So এখন তো it's easy. তোমরা তো এখন জানো, O levels এ যেটা জানতো না এখন এটা জানো। ইলেকট্রোনেগেটিভিটি ডিফারেন্স দিয়ে তুমি ডিটারমাইন করতে পারবা। এখন কিন্তু এখন কিন্তু তোমরা বলতে পারবা না যে মেটাল আর নন মেটাল হলেই যে এটা একটা আয়নিক কম্পাউন্ড। Now you know that it's all based on electronegativity. Electronegativity difference যদি more than 2.1 হয়, then it's an ionic compound. If it's not, then it's not an ionic compound.
স্যার ইলেকট্রোনেগেটিভিটি কি দেওয়া থাকবে?
দেওয়া থাকবে।
স্যার খালি 2.0 না 2.1 কবে থেকে?
More than 2. More than 2. Acha, so next is giant molecular structures. Giant molecular structures.